Hello, myself Mohammad Awais Khan of CSE ANML is here to give a presentation and my topic is Bridgeless PFC rectifiers. Bridgeless PFC is an active power factor correction circuit that operates without input rectifier bridge. This purpose of such topology is to increase the power supply efficiency. Bridgeless power factor correction circuits. Conventional power factor correction circuits for SMPs contain an input rectifier bridge as the result. At any given moment, the AC line current flows through three semiconductor components, two diodes of the bridge in, and then either a switch or a post diode. And then either a switch such as FET or a boost diode. This determines conduction power losses. There is a number of topologies that eliminate the bridge and thus reduce the number of semiconductors in the current path and can achieve an improvement of the SMP's efficiencies. Of the SMP's efficiency. There you will find a collection of bridgeless PFC or B, BPFC. Here you will find a collection of bridgeless PFC circuits designed by various authors. What is a power factor correction? Power factor correction or PFC circuits are the technique are the PFC power factor correction circuits or the PFC techniques are broadly divided into passive PFC and partial switching PFC, and the active PFC and the passive PFC inserts a re, passive PFC inserts a reactor in series with the power supply depending on the capacity of the power supply. A large reactor is required. Therefore, passive PFC is commonly used for low capacity power supplies. Partial switching PFC is widely used in combination with a high voltage doubler rectifier for the power supplies of 100 volt AC inverter, air conditioners, and other home appliances. Switching PFC using MOSFET as switching devices is commonly used for switch mode power supplies require high efficiency and small size. Requiring high efficiency and small size. A boost chopper is basically topology of switching PFC circuit. Depending on the power supply capacity, various circuits topologies are used such as PFC using parallel switching device, interwheeled PFC, and bridgeless PFC that provides even higher efficiency. In addition, there are three current conduction modes. Continuous current conduction mode that continuously passes the current to the switching reactors. Second, critical conduction mode that turns on switching devices at zero current. And the third, discontinuous current conduction mode that passes current with an interval. Different conduction modes require different control methods. Passive PFC. A passive PFC circuit having a voltage doubler rectifier, as shown in the figure, is an example of input current waveform for this circuit. The reactor helps improve the power factor and the diodes and smoothing capacitors convert AC to DC. Because of the passive PFC circuits operates at the main frequency between 50 or 60 Hz, a large reactor and a capacitor is necessary. Therefore, passive PFC tends to be used for low capacity power supplies. Partial switching PFCs. This PFC circuit consists of a switching device and performs switching operations a few times per half cycle. This PFC partially turns on the switching elements and passes the current to the reactor when no current is flowing in the case of passive PFC. This PFC increases the period during which the input current flows and improves the power factor. Because energy can be stored in the reactors, a partial switching PFC circuit can boost the output voltage to a level higher than the supply voltage. In addition, the partial switching PFC circuits can be designed to exhibit very low switching loss because of its performance switching operations only a few times per half mains cycle. The figure shows the schematic part of the partial switching PFC circuits, whereas the figure below gives an example of input current waveform of this circuit. This brings us to the end of the presentation. Thank you.